Hello guys, my name is Sheshpal and welcome to my channel Maths Pirates. Let's deep dive into the world, into the ocean of mathematics where we'll be sailing the seas of knowledge. In this video, we'll be covering the aspect of birth of pattern recognition. How human beings they recognized the patterns around them, the sequence around them, which made which was brought out of compulsion for their survival. In previous videos, I explained about periodic events, about periodicity, about the essence of mathematical thought that derived through the purpose of existence and survival. In this video, we will be discussing the true starting point of the sense of pattern. Let's imagine we are living in a world where we don't have any technology, only human to human communication through physical interaction, right? We are living in a world where certain group of people live as a community. You can consider them as tribes as well, who depend on nature for their food, shelter, for all their basic requirements for their survival. Guys, let's start with the observation of nature. The first thing, as I explained in the previous video, the changes in a single day. In a single day, we observe morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Okay, this a particular sequence of actions, sequence of natural events, and which is considered as a single day. And next day again morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Again, the same sequence of natural actions considered as a single day, right? So this single sequence of action, which is being repeated daily, it's being repeated. Speaking in the abstract sense, which is periodic. Sequence, the unique sequence of action or flow, which is periodic to the endless number of times, is called a pattern. See, the first example we discussed is the changes we see in a single day. Now, the second example, we go through the seasonal changes. See, because our ancestors lived close with the nature and with the environment, they were well aware of at what instance, what type of things are available within the nature, and what they should prefer to take from that, and what should they prefer to do for their survival, right? See, because they lived in the environment with the nature, they with the time being they started noticing the pattern of seasonal changes. See, our brain, our eyes are not only meant to see the things and their actions only, but our brain is a pattern detection machine. A it's like it prepares a model according to the previous actions. which we default we consider that model as a reference to understand the future actions. That's how human brain was designed. Now, when you see a particular leaf of any tree, you see some, just like a skeleton in our body, we see a structured lines connected, right? Everything connected in a sequence has a meaning which fulfills a purpose, because of which that thing still exists to fulfill that purpose. That's the main aspect in the periodic patterns. As I mentioned, our brain is a pattern detection machine. The the essence of mathematical analysis, not only just to remember the things, but also to make the things abstract through a sequence of patterns as well. I specifically want to mention that because of this skill, the Babylonians, through their keen observation for years, through changes in a day, changes of the pattern of moon, changes in the pattern of sun, like if I consider moon, with time being, at any instance of event, how the moon changes its shape. Actually, it doesn't change its shape, but the visible part of the moon, how it changes with the sequence of actions, specifically mentioning time. With time, how the visible part of moon is changing, because of which present we are calling it as a single month. According to the calculation of Babylonian, it was around 20, accurately it was about 29.5 days, which right now we call it as 30 or 31 days as 1 month. Now, if I consider a sun, in geometry you have heard the concept of angles, right? The angle is nothing but the distance covered by the sun with respect to earth in a single day is called a unit angle. That's what literally mean of angle according to Babylonians. As per the repeat periodic changes as a single pattern about the sun, Babylonians considered designed their own style of calendar, which they noticed that it was around 360 days the sun takes to cover a single revolution, a single circular path, according to their calculation. That's why a single circle we consider it as 360 degrees according to their calculation. Due to increase in the accuracy, right now we are calling it as 365 or 366 days. That's the power of pattern recognition. That's the power of our mind that trained to see the patterns, to see the models through which we can understand the future actions and decide what how to be moved accordingly. That's what our ancestors did. They predicted the future actions so that they can do the things they need to do for their survival, for their existence. This is all about the aspect of pattern recognition, the starting point of pattern recognition. Okay, guys, thank you for your time for this video. Let's meet in the next video. Until then, bye bye.